Hello friends, welcome back to Gecko's Gaming. Today we're playing in the Timeless Open. I did brew a few decks for the tournament, but I really didn't have time to properly test and refine them, and I didn't feel like they were really up to snuff, so I went with Old Reliable, Mono Black, Internet Hate Machine, Mono Black Midrange, Mono Black Ban List, whatever you want to call it. And it was a deck that was slightly tuned towards a more fair metagame, and I've been seeing a lot of mono red, Stompy, and a lot of blue tempo and a lot of Mardu Energy on the ladder, and so I wanted to tune the deck for that. And in that sense, I only played 2 Disruptor Flutes, whereas like I almost played 4, but I decided to tune more for fair decks, and that turned out to be a misjudgment because the field was 30% mono black Necro combo, and I think there was only like 4 blue decks and 2 mono red. Mardu was still represented though, about 11% of the metagame. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video. I've made a lot of videos talking about the deck in depth, and so I encourage you to check those out if you'd like to hear more about the deck. But there's not much new here. However, I am happy to answer any questions folks have about specific card choices or strategies or sideboarding or things like that. If you leave a comment, I'll do my best to respond. This tournament was an open deck list, as most tournaments are these days, and that's really helpful, I think, for the mono black mid-range deck. It helps knowing what you need to, how to sequence your turn 1, which is usually very important, planning out your sequences turn 1. And it can be tough when you're in the blind against an unknown opponent. But since we have open deck lists, it just gives you information about what are good keeps, when you need to mulligan, what you can afford to pitch to Chrome Mox or Grief, or just how to sequence in general. Really helpful. Some of these games you're about to see, I didn't play the tightest, especially the first game against Chestheir. I made a bunch of poor choices with discard, or at least I think I made a couple of poor choices with discard. And I usually like to play a couple warm-up games before entering a tournament, but I didn't do that. And so going up against the GOAT in round 1 is a good reminder to get a couple warm-up games in. I don't want to be warming up against Chestheir in my first round. And yeah, but I was able to top 8 despite that. So pretty good run, pretty happy with it. Had a lot of fun in the tournament. Kind of an emotional roller coaster. I got tired throughout and made plenty of mistakes as one does, and you got to get a little bit lucky, and you got to make the right plays too and stay in there when you make a mistake and just keep going. So yeah, I just want to thank Novos for putting the tournament together and everyone who donated to the prize pool. Really awesome. Really appreciate all you guys, and it's just awesome to see the Timeless community growing. I think this tournament had twice as much as the last tournament in terms of entries. So yeah, that's it. You'll probably notice a little less commentary in this video than in my typical videos because I'm going to be focusing more. It's a more competitive situation. But yeah, please enjoy, and if you do, please smash that like button, please smash that subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. And thanks everybody. Yeah, please enjoy. All right, round 1 of the tournament. We're up against the GOAT, Chestheir. And I'm probably going to be having less commentary like I mentioned earlier, but might have a little bit here and there. This hand, I think, is not good enough. Basically, 6 mana sources and a Bowmasters. Masters is good against him, but I don't think that justifies this hand. Which does nothing, almost. This is a little bit better. Probably put back Chrome Mox against Esper. They have plenty of removal. I don't want to go all in and spend 2 cards, plus I mulliganed. Grief, okay. They used a fountain. They got a fountain with Ponder. Wonder if they have more lands. Strip. Sure. Tamio.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
So I could Grief and exile Shield Dread. Check the hand. I think I'll wait though. Good to be patient, I think, in these matchups. If you can. There's the frog. Definitely did a good job of clearing the way for that. So I think I have to Grief to check. Because if I go Dismember, you can discard his hand and save the frog, so I have to Grief. Yeah. Does have the flare. Alright, so hopefully we can hit a land here. 2 Hydros, nice. Pretty good. Okay, we did hit the land. He does have a flare though, so I think we're kind of cooked. Because ripping that Hydro off the top was really good. I just have to jam it though, because I don't really have another option. At least this keeps 1 Hydro out and gives us a little bit more time to draw out of this. Alright, I think we're cooked.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Strix, yep. If I hit a swamp on my next turn, I can at least cast a ring, and I think it's worth just seeing if we can do that. Guess that kind of works too. I have to exile Shield Dread, but this at least gives us a small chance to fall back into it. Looks like he has 4 Flare of Denials though, and 3 Force Negations, so might be tough to break through. See if we can do. This is going to be our last hurrah here. somehow resolves. Nope. GG. Alright, gonna bring in these. All these cards seem good. And against Esper, I usually cut this stuff. Chromoxes are obviously bad, as you just saw, against blue. Grief is pretty bad too. I like Thoughtseize a lot more. Alright, let's try this. Need to draw some lands. This is likely not going to work. Grief is awkward, of course, here. I actually should have taken one of the forces, actually. For sure there. That was a mistake. Wish I could draw some of this removal. I have a lot of removal in my deck, but not drawing much of it. Drawing any of it. I guess I had one push. Probably better hold the troll in case I get a dark ritual.
Nothing like warm flames.
I reanimate a Aragorn. Didn't tell me it was
In
frog,
the right
but
hands, knowledge is the sharpest blade.
I don't see any other lines. I mean, maybe he plays around Fatal Push. He doesn't go all in. Probably our best hope. Or he just has a surgical extraction. Oh, okay, force. Yeah, sure.
I
There's a Bowmaster. It's a little late. A little late, I will admit. Alright, GG. I think, I mean, when you look at how many more cards he saw than me, it's pretty clear. I have 44 cards left in my library, he has 28. But, that first turn, I don't know why I took the Bowmasters, that was really dumb. I should have taken, one of his counter spells instead. And then that just, like, set me behind the whole time. So, I mean, I 100% punted that game on turn 1. And then I just didn't hit what I needed to. Like, I didn't hit the removal, I didn't hit the Bowmasters on time. But that's how it goes. GG. Chestheir played tight as usual. Okay, ready for round 2. And opponent goes first. They're on Mardu Energy. And let's see. This hand does have a turn 1 Goyf. But we don't have any removal or interaction, which is really a problem against the Mardu deck. We would just be totally leaning on like 2 Goyfs to win the game. I don't know if that's reasonable. It's like they mold at least once. Twice? Okay. Ragavan. Alright, okay, so... It's tempting to grief them to make sure to do a removal check. But, I think I'm just gonna... exile troll to grief. Problem is, I can't get another card into the graveyard unless I grieve too, so we gotta take a hit from Ragavan. I don't know if it's worth it to let them hit me with Ragavan or if I should block. Raptor, so there goes any advantage I gain from the mulligan. Nice. They always hit what they need, right? That is the rule of the Raptor. Okay. Yeah, so showing there, Ocelot Pride. We're getting cooked pretty good. I need to do this, I think, just to put a creature in the graveyard. Otherwise, I can't block with Barrow Glyph this turn. My deck is really not well made for Mardu game 1, but game 2 we get a lot better. At least the way I have it built. Can reanimate a troll. Oh no, I can't. I pitched the troll. I gotta reanimate Grief, I guess. That's kind of lame. Given that he has 4 Thoughtseize, I should probably... I don't know. I can't... I should wait, I think. Given that he has 4 Thoughtseize, I was thinking maybe I should use the Reanimate up. Dismember. It's an instant in the yard. It's not the worst. Can I attack here? Hold back for now. Not sure if that's right though. Maybe I should have attacked. Are they topping? They're thinking about it. They topped. Okay. My Glyph will come back next turn unless they get more energy. So, what, they have another Ragavan, or what? They have Bowmasters? So many lands in the graveyard, like, that's it. Bowmasters is fine, honestly. Here. Ocelot Pride's not bad on this board. There, nice. Deluge, Meat Hook, cut down, push. We cut Grief, we cut Reanimate. And they have 4 Juggernaut Peddlers in their sideboard. 2 Bowmasters. Those are probably what's coming in. They may bring in Extraction and Vexing Bauble, and I kind of hope that they do, because I'm cutting the reanimation stuff. Guess that's all the more reason to make sure that I cut it. And I guess I'll play a Dismember. It's good to just have extra interaction. I could play Flute too. Chromox is interesting. Let's go like this though. I think this is too slow. I need like removal. This is better. Back a Dismember. I'm not gonna be casting 2 Dismembers with this amount of mana, so hopefully we hit a ritual. At some point we can get the One Ring. So Ocelot Pride. Another push is fine. I can see that. Pride of Souls, they have another Pride. No. Huh. They left mana up. What do they have? They have Source of Plowshares? Or yeah, would they shock just for swords? Interesting. Yeah, I guess they did. So they're telling me they have a swords in their hand. I'll wait another turn on the ring. No, they could Thoughtseize or they could Juggernaut and take it. That would really suck, wouldn't it? Otherwise I could shock all the Profane. Yeah, no, I should just get the ring out while I can. Pride is not going to be getting through because we have protection, so... I'm not sure if I should take 3 here. That's... yeah, no, I can't. I'm just gonna play a tapped. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take 3 to then pay 4 more, take 7 damage. To like, remove maybe something? That doesn't seem good. Land, am I right? Okay. Let's play... I know that he has... I know that he has a swords in hand, so I'm just gonna pass here. And we can kind of play around Bowmasters too while we're at it. Kind of playing around Bowmasters too here. Now I can not worry about it. Okay. Because I have a Dismember in hand in case they would cast it there. Be 2, 3, and then I could cycle the Troll, play a land, play the Goyf, and still have mana up. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, this dude is, he's getting mana screwed, but he actually has 24 lands in his deck, which is pretty high even for Mardu. I think they usually play about 23, so pretty unfortunate for the opponent, I think. There's the swords we knew about. Yeah, that's fine.
May our axes strike as one.
Let's draw 3 cards. Other swords, sure. Alright. So not a very close game, but alright, so we're 1-1. Not bad. Alright, round 3. Based on the deck list that's publicly available, we have a mono black combo deck. Run Reanimator, and they have 4 main deck marches. Basically the Worlds deck that Andre played. Obviously gonna play first. Let's take a look at their list here though still. Let's see. This is fine. I wish I had something like a Reanimator or something to pressure them early, but the Grief should buy us some time, and then we play Goif. It's might not be enough, but I'm gonna go for it, especially if they have to mulligan, which the deck. Okay, they kept 7. That's always a really bad sign with these decks. Not what you want to see. Let's Grief, exiling. Just Troll. No, we might need the Troll to hit our 3rd. No, we don't. If I ritual into a Shield Dread, that could be helpful for some situations. Let's see. They have Elenda, Ritual, Entomb, Greed. They just have everything. They don't have Reanimate. So I'm probably just supposed to take Sorin or Ritual, right? Entomb. They're going to take the Barrow Goif. It's like the only thing that remotely has a chance to pressure them. Well, however, if I do draw a Ritual, then the Shield Dread becomes pretty good. Oh, he just like ripped a Necro off the top or something? Okay. That's how it goes. They paid 13 life, okay. No, actually they paid they had to pay 3 for this also, so they paid 14 life, I guess. On to 2, so I can hit really any card. I can resolve Shield Dread and dome them. I think, right? Like, what could I not draw? A land is good, a black card is good. I guess like Palantir would be kind of bad. Push, yep, I think we got there then. I think we got there. Just need to Chrome Mox. Unless, of course, they have March of Wretched Sorrow. They have 4 Marches main. They can do it for like 1, like 2, 3. I think I gotta go for it because it's possible that they drew into the combo last turn. They didn't have March. Yep, they got it. All right. Okay. A little surprised they didn't go for Shield Dread, but I guess they're not going to be drawing a card, so maybe that's fine. Oops. What? Yeah. Necro. Forgot it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, they're not going to draw a card, and then they have me. Wow. That's rough to go out like that after. You know, that deck is hard to pilot. You know, there's a lot of decisions. It's easy. I'm not going to disparage my opponent. It's easy to make little mistakes like that. All right. 3 agents, 2 flutes. And I can see in their list they do not have the ley line of sanctities, so the Thoughtseizes and the Griefs will be pretty good. They have, what are they going to be bringing? They have Vexing Bauble, Duress, Bowmasters, Voice of Victory, Fragment Reality, Surgical Extraction. They'll probably bring in Surgical against me. I don't think I care about Voice of Victory, really. I can just overpower that on the board. I don't need to play stuff at instant speed. Ring or Palantir for cuts. Let's try this. Palantir has a little bit more teeth to it, I suppose. But they do have the option, you know, they can always just let me draw a card. So not sure. The ring is you know, it'll be good to cast like 1 time against them, but it's definitely not a plan. This is oof. It's too many colorless cards. I need more black cards, you know, for a hand like this. Got a mulligan. It's close to being good. If just like one of these lands is a black card, it'd be a good hand. Turn one troll. Is that enough? Generally, you kind of need interaction. This is kind of like shooting the moon here with this hand. Like they need to not have anything early. And then we can close the door pretty quickly. Strip mine is the only interaction. So it's like turn one troll, turn two strip mine. Sells a march and says go, okay. Sting. Surgical. Nope, okay. March. Entomb. Alright. Gonna get us with the Entomb here, I think. See if we can buy a little bit of time. We're gonna be getting a 4/4 and getting 4 life every turn. Nice. That's kind of what we needed. I guess I should have attacked. Shoot, I just missed an opportunity to attack for 6 damage. That was a big mistake. You have another reanimate, bro. All right. All right, let's try again. I'll play this time. Hopefully we get a better hand. Yeah. I mean, again, just no interaction is really rough, man. But I guess it's a turn one troll. It's kind of wild. I have like lots of ways to interact with the deck, I think, but it's not hitting them. This is not even a turn one troll, actually. It's turn two troll. I mean, I think I should mulligan. This just doesn't do enough. This is more like what we're looking for, I think. That's kind of close what to take there, honestly. I mean, leaves them open to drawing reanimate as an out, I think. So I'm not sure if I did that right. Okay, that's fine. Super don't care about that. Kind of a weird game so far. I'm not sure if I griefed correctly. That was a tough choice. Just hopefully hit a land here. There we go. We can put them on a clock. The next turn I can strip their lands. Oh man, we just gotta get through this one turn. Come on. Come on, don't have something crazy. Yes, they don't. Okay. One is not playing the Beseech version, and we've already turned off Reanimate, so Bullmasters is the better choice here. Check, make sure they don't have anything. Okay, hiding there. All right. GG, GG, GG. All right. Round 4 here. Oops, I accidentally clipped. I just clicked keep because that was where my record button was on my. That was awful. The record button was like right over the keep, and so I didn't even have time to look at my hand. This is a terrible hand that I would have mulliganed. So that's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, well, makes it a little bit better. We can scam. Okay, actually, because of Dark Ritual, this actually we lucked out, and this is actually like not bad. All right, let's see what we got here. Ajani, Amtraptor, Swords, Static Prison. Pretty good hand from the opponents. I'm not sure if that was right. I thought about a different. I thought about a few different lines there, but clearing the way for Ring Shield Dread seems reasonable. Surprised I didn't Amtraptor first to see if they hit a removal spell to clear my grief. I gotta pull up their deck list here. They have swords. They have 2 Juggernaut Peddlers main. And they do have Bowmasters, so I guess I'll draw now. Animate, okay. Grief, they have a Ragavan. Okay, here comes Amped Raptor. Swords, nice. It's a good hit. That's what we want to see. Another land. Bowmasters is pretty sick draw there too. So I can take them off black mana. They tapped. I don't think I'm going to take them off black mana. I'd rather get closer to casting Shield Dread, I think. And making sure I can cast my Goyf next turn. Okay, attacking with a Ajani there is probably not the best play. If the mono black deck passes with like 5 cards in hand and mana up, you should probably play around Bowmasters. They bring Lurrus to hand, I can discard it with Grief. Choose not to, okay. Let's get a swamp here. Dark Ritual. That works too. I don't think there's much use in stripping here, so I might as well get a reanimate in too, I guess. Let's cast Shield Jet first and draw and see what we get. Instead of reanimated, I could just play Baragoyf. That's better. Alright, GG. Grief was pretty good there, but we are going to cut him anyways. Same thing with the reanimate. This dude has 4 Galvanic Discharge, 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Ghost Vacuum, 2 Juggernaut Peddlers, 2 Extractions in the sideboard. So, well equipped for combo. I should probably expect some, maybe a little bit of Graveyard Hate, but mostly Thoughtseize and Juggernaut Peddler. Alright, opponent is on the draw list this game. I mean, I am on the draw list game. Your opponent has to play. This hand I do not like. The mana base is too painful. We're on the draw. I guess I could just cycle 2 trolls on turn 1. Maybe we can get there. We just need to draw a sweeper or something. I will reluctantly give it a try. I think it's mid, but maybe it's a little bit better than I'm giving it credit for. There's the Thoughtseize. Getting rid of Tomb, sure. Since I do strip, maybe I don't need to take 2. Cycle both trolls. We'll do it anyways. The mana acceleration could come in handy down the line. Putting the tomb down now. Dragon Van, sure. Bit surprised he didn't dash there, but we'll see what else he's got. Since I don't have Fatal Push up, I think a dash would have been a pretty sick play. Ghost Vacuum, yep, that's not good against me since I boarded out all of my reanimates. But you should always do against this deck because Static Prison is... I mean, all their interaction is removal, and then Grief is bad to scam, and then Static Prison is like a blowout if you ever have to reanimate one of their guys. Let's get some swamps. Swamp up here, and here I'm probably just holding up push, and then next turn I guess I go for Shield Dread and it'll probably die. And then we just need to draw some non-lands there. And get some gas going. They took 1 ring out from our deck already, right? Yeah, with the Thoughtseize. Drip. Okay. Raptor, okay, that's pretty good. Got a bombardment with it. Sure. I could potentially take them off of white mana, but I have to suffer through some Amtraptor beatdowns for a few turns. I think taking them off of white mana seems pretty good. okay taking 2 for a couple turns, try to rebuild. Taking my Shelly, that's sad. Alright, we're just living off the top. Got a lot of lands in hand. I don't understand why they're taking so long. Yeah, I mean, obviously you take Shelly there. Ah, total blowout. They had the white land after all. They're getting kind of flooded. So, play Tomb here. We'll see if we can leave this open to like drawing a Ring or a Shelly next turn. I'm gonna hold Troll. I think that the chance of casting it is actually higher this game than the impact it'll have by thinning my deck for another swamp. This stage. Looks like they topped with their Surveil land. Do I cycle Troll? I don't think it matters. I guess I'd rather take the Troll, maybe. It's already at 7. Been thought seizing and fetch shocking like a madman over there. I just guess I wait patiently to draw something or cast Troll. Where we're at here. Oh, Mox, that's not it. That's good. That is good.
Nothing is more important than family.
Need to draw something good here. I guess that plays. Unfortunately, I have to burn myself with the Tomb to play it. So I might as well exile the ritual so I have a little extra mana. In future turns. I think I'm just dead on board actually. Right? Because Bombardment does 3. Or Ajani does 3 and then Bombardment does 3 more. And he just needs to attack me. But we'll see if he sees it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is 0 Ajani, attack with everybody, and then sack everything to Bombardment. Interesting. Huh. I guess this line works too. But it does give me the option of having another turn, so I'll take it, because... Yeah. This will do 4 damage, and then they can sack it for 3, so... This is just, like, a worse line than the play I had pointed out, but... This gives me, like, 1 more turn at least. Maybe I could draw a ring or something. Nice. Still, like, in a really bad spot, but... See, I mean, I could draw... I don't even think I can afford to draw a card. But if I draw maybe a Meat Hook Massacre... Comeback, or a Shelly... Nice. To shoot his own cat. That's great. Love to see that. I think I'm definitely going to draw now with the ring. Just increase my chance of hitting the Shelly. Ugh, come on. That's not what we want to see. I'm gonna come up short, but alright, well. Let's see, let's give him the opportunity to make another mistake. Maybe he forgets to sack before the Meat Hook enters. Ah, he sees the line. Good game. Oh wait, I gained a life. But yeah, it's alright. I still died a ring, so... I have no way to gain life at instant speed, so I'm cooked. It didn't give me full control of my turn, huh? Interesting. I guess I needed to put a stop there. Alright, finally. I will play first this time. And we're gonna send this one back. No black mana, so... This is fine, I suppose. Put back the Chromox. Just remove creatures until we hit ring, is the plan. Man. It's taking a while. Oh man, can we go a little bit faster? This is taking too long. I'm usually like pretty patient for this kind of stuff, but alright. I'll take 2 from the Raptor here. Guide, yep. And 2 Ajani's, so we're gonna cut down the guide.
Where shall we hunt today?
I'm gonna do this to save some life points, because I think that's gonna be important here. They do have Bowmasters, but they also have Juggernaut and Thoughtseize, so I'm gonna pass and let them draw at the end of their turn so that they can't remove from my hand whatever I draw. Looks like they have, what, a grip full of removal, I'm guessing? I could play Shield Dread, but it's probably gonna die. So I'm gonna pass. I think with just Bowmasters up. Yeah, I'll pass with Bowmasters and 0 life Dismember up here. I think that seems good. And then next turn I can Shield Dread. Maybe even the opponent uses removal on my Bowmasters and clears the way for Shield Dread. Sure. Dashing Ragavan? Okay. I guess I should have maybe shot Zidane instead, Ragavan. But it should be fine either way. It's like they have a removal spell. I just think about if they want to use it, I'll let me block. I hope that they use it. Because I'd like to land a Shield Dread next turn. I should have put the Bowmasters in front of the Ragavan, because obviously, yeah, that was an error. I didn't think about that. I think I want to save Dismember for, like, Loris. So the coast is clear for a Shelly. Three, gain 6. Let's land a Goyf. Okay, 4 life. Let's see, creature, land, instant over there, and I have just instant, so I could exile the land and make my Goyf smaller. Another Amped Raptor, okay. I should have played the strip mine first in case they exile a land with Ghost Vacuum. Then I could get the land type back in the graveyard again. I'll do this so that they can't cast Luris and Guy unless they draw another land. And now I'll pass. Oops. Never trust the auto tapper. Alright, finally, jeez. Alright, good game. Okay, this is round 5. Been at 3-1 now. Play first. We're up against Mono Black Reanimator again. And this hand doesn't really do anything. No interaction. I guess I have a troll. I guess, so on turn 2 with this, I could... This is like turn 2 Troll and Shield Dread, right? That might just be good enough. Play Cycle Troll on turn 1. Ugh, I don't like it, but I'll try it. You know, if they don't have if they have a slow hand or they have to mulligan a few times, then this can get the job done. Like, they should be dead by turn 4. I don't have any interaction, but maybe that's good enough. Alright, we're cooked. GG. 7, pain 8. Pain 8. What did they exile with the Chrome Mox anyways? Oh yeah, Necro Dominance. I should have let them decide what they were going to discard first before I did this, of course. Just give them more information than they needed to have, but slight error. Because they're going to have to choose what to discard, and seeing a troll in my graveyard might affect their decision in some ways. Also, it's a bit counterintuitive, but I wonder if I was supposed to play the Tomb on the first turn, so that I had all the Profane in my hand, in case the game goes for a little ways. Discard a Linda, Bogart Trawler, and a land. Alright, hopefully this is enough. Probably not. March. You're gonna have a March of Righteous Sorrow, I'm sure. Oh, wait, do they play it, man? No, they have March in the sideboard. Okay. That's good news for us. There's Sorin. There comes Yolanda. And there goes my Shelly, probably, or maybe he'll take Troll. Oh, you're gonna take the Troll. Yeah, that makes sense. So I attack with Shelly, and if they block with Yolanda, I get to dismember it, but you know, our chances aren't looking great right now. Yeah, I can't cast Dismember, man. That's rough. Alright, so we have Ghost Vacuum, Disruptor Flute, Opposition Agent. Since they're playing Beseech, that should be good. Thought Seize and Surgical. Cut Fatal Push. We cut Dismember. And probably some combination of these. Sorry, I had to go AFK for a second. I'm gonna play first, of course. Dang, dude, I wish if I just had a single black, this would be such a good hand. I can shut off multiple angles of their strategy, but fundamentally this hand doesn't really do anything other than that. I need to draw a swamp and then it's good. I'm gonna try it. All I need is a black source. I have like so many in the deck. One is mulling to 4. Good news for us, but definitely not. It's in no way assured that we're winning. I mean, this deck can multi 4 or 3 and still win really easily, so. Keep 4. Leyline. Leyline shuts off what I was going to try to do. Pretty good there. So. Just better Ghost Vacuum. Come on. Really? Nice. Okay, so we have more time. Let's just draw a black source, please. Just a black source. Come on. We have so many in the deck. Just draw a black source one time. It's rough, dude. They have no actions they can take those, so... Looks like... That's funny. We have 4 turns to draw a black source. Should be able to do that, right? At this point. Unbelievable, bro. Listen, they have a march in their hand too. Put a surgical dark ritual. But I decided not to because my only lands were tombs and I was likely going to need to tap them for mana at some point. This is, like, so frustrating. Unbelievable. Swamp, come on. Give me a dark ritual, actually. Just give me one. Good draw this whole game. Okay, swamp is good. I'm gonna have to tap 4. So I'll pay 4 life and move on to 3. To take a look at their hand and take a surgical, take Dark Rituals out. So you have another march. And let's see, they have Valenda, March, Beseech. So they really have nothing except another March. I messed that up that last turn. I miscounted. So if I reanimate Bowmasters and cast my other Bowmasters, I would die. So I can't do that. I only have one option, that's to cast as Bowmasters. And just hope they don't have anything. And looks like they don't, okay. Whew, unbelievable. Wow, what a slog that was. I'm glad I got out of that with a win. That felt... Yeah, I feel very fortunate that we didn't die there. Alright. Does feel like I got away with something there a little bit. This hand's pretty good. Costs a lot of life, but the 2 Disruptor Flutes, I think this is worth keeping. The only problem is I don't have any pressure, but sometimes not having a creature against this deck is okay. Because it doesn't let, it means I can't march another ley line. Next turn I can reanimate their Atraxa. And then this protects in case they try to reanimate it themselves. Feels like I should play the flute if my plan is to reanimate next turn. But I'm just not sure exactly what to name. Necropotence or Sorin? Nice, they did have the dominance. I can just pay like infinite life. Yeah, I mean, then they're just gonna hit a march. Once under the clock. Can't play around tendrils, so I might as well just put the tomb down and hold up Felder Profane. Actually, no, they can't get into London to play no matter what, so I don't think there's a way for them to do that. Not that I can think of, at least. Another march. How many marches have they gone through? One. Just one? No, there must have been more than that. I've only seen one so far. Alright, let's I don't want to go down to 2 live because of tendrils. Unless did they already get rid of tendrils somewhere in there? No, they still have it. Probably best line is to just do nothing. Actually, if they have tendrils, I'm dead anyways. Probably because they'll have a dark ritual. I think they've already gone through other dark rituals. 1, 2, yeah, they've gone through all 4 dark rituals, so this is actually, I think, a good line. It just makes it so we can't die to tendrils. And then at the end of their turn, I can attack Enuma. Except, shoot, I was supposed to strip them. I'm getting kind of tired here. This has been a long game. Yeah, okay. I tapped my strip mine. No way. Oh, I looked away for a second. Auto tap got me. God, brutal. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to focus. I'm playing slow and sloppy, and I might have just lost the game. I should have ghost vacuumed there. Just playing like really poorly right now. What does he even have left? Nothing? Do I take reanimate? Wow. Okay, final round. I believe this is a win and in for top 8s, but we are up against a really strange deck that I have no idea how to play against. It's Sultai Affinity. Something I've never seen before. Kind of a breakout deck of the tournament, I think. And this is a pretty bad hand. Probably gonna have to mulligan this. Can I get away with doing nothing until like turn 3? Probably not. This we can keep. What am I putting back? Maybe reanimate. This hand doesn't do much. Gilded Goose, Watery Grave. Palantir, okay. Only a single black right now, so that definitely puts a damper on things. One sec, I'm sorry. This is a distraction going on here. Now we get in for a big glyph hit, so that's nice. Take another glyph, sure. Grix, yep. Intensity on this is 0. Emery next, okay. It's gonna make my Goyf big and strong, I like that. Got a big healthy Goyf here. And I think I take 6 to destroy the Emery. That's actually fine. The only artifact they can bring in is Blood Fountain. Oops. Ah, that's horrible. Can't believe I just did that. What was I thinking, man? I'm sorry, but... Man. Alright, alright, alright. I just let him draw here. It'd be pretty... It wouldn't be too hard for him to hit a Kappa on like something else, and then I just die, so... I should have won that game. That dismember earlier 100% cost me that game. And it was because I had a distraction in my house for a second, so that's really tilting, honestly. I have no idea how to board against this. Yeah, Metallic Rebuke. But I think I just jammed the ring anyways, right? Make them have it. They have it. No, they don't. Okay. Unless they hit my Chrome Box, I should be able to. This shouldn't be a problem. Okay, that's fine. It's totally fine. They cannot rebuke here. Trying to decide if I should burn a Dark Ritual this turn or wait till next turn. Save some life. I think I should save some life, probably.
Close-minded.
Alright, game 3. Is cut down a little bit better than push here? Maybe it is. It can hit Thought Monitor, it can also hit Emery. But it misses like a big Terramander if they get there. The ability to take out Emery, I should prioritize that without having to trigger Revolt, so put the cut down in over the third push. This is a pretty good hand. We have turn 1 Troll. It's like, I think it's turn 1 Troll plus Ghost Vacuum plus Reanimate all in one. Oh no, it wouldn't be. Never mind. But, oh yeah, actually it could be. Could be that. Is there any reason why I need to play Ghost Vacuum this turn? I don't think so. I could save it till next turn. Save a little bit of life, I guess, that way. That way I don't have to cast Tomb right now. Downside is maybe they have like a counterspell that they could hit me with. So now I can do 13 damage next turn. No, I can only do 11. No, I can do 12. I can do 12 unblockable damage if I hold a Ghost Vacuum. I'll go in and see if they have the cat. I'm sure that they do. Yeah, okay. Okay, but they had to take a point. Oh, but they get to gain a point too. Yep, okay. Okay, there's the flute. It's quite nice. Actually, that's game. I was supposed to play Ghost Vacuum first. Big mistake there for sure. Big mistake I just made. I'm running out of time. I was supposed to play the vacuum again before combat 2. Oh man, making a lot of mistakes this game. Making a lot of mistakes. Alright, we made it to top 8. Despite punting. Game 1. Okay, this is top 8 against Small Black Reanimator. I have the play since I was the higher seed. I got 4th seed in top 8. So I get to reanimate his grief and just play Bowmasters, and that's hopefully gonna be good enough, I guess. It'll have to be. The other line is I reanimate Troll and play Bowmasters. It's a little more pressure on his life total, but how many cards he just drew. And the fact that he's just trying to assemble an A plus B combo, I think that the grief line's probably better. The clock is like maybe a turn slower, but kind of not though, because he has to wait for a whole nother turn cycle before he can draw more cards, so. Let's see, exiles. Tomb, land, grief, necro dominance, attracts a sacrifice. That indicates to me that he's going to be going for a Sorin play. And I have a Bowmaster. Trying another Bowmaster is interesting. That's pretty good, actually. I have to take Chromox, right? Man, I have to take that. Still not in a good spot, though. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he gets to get a big march in here. Two, four. He's gonna get at least 4, but definitely more. Go up to like 5, 7, maybe 9 mana on the high end, or 9 life. Guessing I'm cooked here. Yeah. Nice, down to 1 life. Wow. Wow. Close game, close game. hanging around for my 0.03% chance of winning still. There's almost no way. This is impossible to win, actually. 12-12, nice. As I guess a ring. Just being annoying, I guess. Alright. So we've seen this before, we want the flutes. The agents are okay. Yeah, I'd probably still play all of them, but just because we have a lot of bad cards. Since the only thing they have is Entomb, like maybe the only thing they have is Entomb for agent. Maybe I want to play the ring and or think over it. No interaction. All we really have is like a turn 2 shield dread. I don't know if that's good enough. This is slower, but it's, I think, a little bit better. So I have surgical. I can put back the ghost vacuum. Only kept 6. Checking to see if I had priority there. See what you're doing. See what you're up to. With any luck, they go for an entomb here. Okay. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. They have 4 ley lines, 4 grease, 4 necro. Okay, they went down necropotent, so down on that. Look what they have here, okay. Getting an enchantment in the graveyard seems kind of nice. Or a swing with glyph. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. The demonic tour, just making sure that one of the necros sticks. They're under the gun. They don't have any more mana this turn, so they can't pay too much life. They have to respect 8 damage coming at them next turn. They go to 9, so that's GG because I have the Bowmasters. Game 3. Good hand. Have your lane line, unfortunately. That makes the hand a lot worse, but we still have Flute, which I think is probably the most important card in the matchup. From my side, at least. It might just, like, nug me on turn 1 here. We'll see. Okay. Which one of these was a tomb? I think he's got me. There's the tomb, come on. A turn too late. A day late and $1 short. Yeah, I mean, I guess like I'm not dead yet. They have no reanimate though. It's like even if I kill the Atraxa, they still reanimate next turn. Do I just like let them hit me one more time and then like I can wait till their end step and then I have to take another 7. They gain 7. It's hard to imagine how that could end up working out. Especially since I have to pay 2 more to fell it with Tomb, but my only out is to like do this. Sure. So basically they have Reanimate in their hand and I know that. So I don't have enough mana to both fell the Profane, the Atraxa, and name Disruptor Fluid on Reanimate. That's gonna be game, actually. Because now I have to use this on Sorin, so it's GG. Just too many resources. Oh! Now I'm still 1 mana short. Still 1 mana short. All right, so in retrospect, we made top 8. We lost in top 8 to a very good player. Obviously, Coppola is well known. He's like basically like always ranked number 1. I think he's like permanently ranked 1 in Mythic Constructed. So definitely a worthy opponent. They were really close games. I think all 3 of them were close. It was a close match, and he played well. And I definitely wish that I would have been a little bit more prepared for the Black Ritual decks, especially considering that they did well at the Timeless, at the Arena Championship. There is a pretty popular there, and I think it was like 25 or 30% of this metagame, and it was basically like the entire top 8. It was like 6 out of the 8 top 8 decks. So I definitely miscalibrated by over preparing for blue. And maybe red, which I only ran into 1 blue deck and I still lost, which is funny considering that I made concessions to beat that deck. It was Chestheir though, and he's the GOAT. So, but yeah, I think if I would have 4 Disruptor Flutes, things might have gone better. I would recommend going down on opposition agents. It's good against blue. It's good against the Dark Ritual decks that are playing Beseech, but most of them aren't anymore. And yeah, blue just wasn't that big of a deal, so I would have gone up on flutes, down on agents, maybe cut the cut down too. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I top 8'd, so really happy about that. Really grateful. All my opponents were very gracious, and yeah, it was a great time for the community. Great for Timeless. Thanks again to Novos. Big shout out to Novos, and big shout out to everybody who contributed to the prize pool. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. I hope that was enjoyable content. Remember to smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. And I am tired, so that was a lot of brain power use today. So I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I'm gonna enjoy my evening. I hope everybody does as well. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.